Good sampling morning. Sampling continued. We're talking about getting some water analyzed. We know our sample's a liquid. We've defined that. And we want to get it analyzed. What does that mean? I'm going to put a link to a video below. The only really relevant part in the video is the first part, the first maybe 5 or 10 minutes talking about qualitative analysis. I'm familiar with qualitative and quantitative analysis. You put the two of them together to get even more precise if you know your instruments. So the video in the beginning talks about that concept, that idea, that requirement, qualitative analysis. It's not how much is in there, it's just what's in there. In order to say how much, you would have to do quantitative analysis. But the first is the qualitative portion of it, right? Keeping up? So try and watch the first few minutes of that video. But if you watch the whole video, he knows up front what analysis he's going to do. In this case, he's using chemical tools, chemical sciences, chemical interactions. And he already knows a lot about this sample. He knows what he's looking for. We're a little bit blinder than this. We have an idea what we're looking for, but we want to know just what's in there. It's kind of a very hard question. So, did Google search, or actually it was a YouTube search, for water sampling? Just simple. You would be maybe interested or bored with what gets returned for that water sampling. There are so many different ways, techniques, processes, instruments that can do this analysis depending upon the question you're asking. So if you don't know the machines are out there, if you don't know what they do, if you don't know what they are, you might be making a wrong assumption in your look-see. So what this really needs is a professional skilled in quantitative analysis and the tools available for it. Why, you ask? I can hear the question. Why do I give two shits about this? Because it's your kids drinking water we're looking at. We're looking at the future of usable water. Maybe we have a question anyway. That's as far as we've gotten so far. So quantitative analysis, it is the simple question. Simple. What's in there? Not how much. You can worry about that afterwards, but if you know it's in there, then you can go to the how much. So this is qualitative analysis. When you add second word quantitative, you identify the how muches. But the reason I'm doing the qualitative portion, just speaking to that, because we haven't gotten to the instrument. We don't know what it's going to take. So the rest of the link I provided speaks to one way of processing, one way of learning what is in a sample, but there are assumptions made. He knows he's got an aluminum and whatever the other three compounds he's looking for are in that solution. We, on the other hand, are guessing that there might be a problem. We want baseline information. We want to be able to go back 5 years from now to this baseline of information that we want to create and say, hey, there's more lead in this water, there's less lead in this water, there's more sulfur, there's more iron, there's more arsenic. Whatever these things are in our water, we have the right and the ability to know about them. It's not a secret, it's hard to find. It's not a conspiracy, particularly. It's hard to find, and enough people have to understand why you would do this. So in order to keep the video short, I'm going to stop. But please listen to the first minutes of this, the qualitative part. If you listen to the rest of it, that is chemical engineering. That's usually the title associated with this. A degree in chemistry, not in science. There are no degrees in science. Science is an idea, a concept. It's a way to stack and learn and build upon knowledge and correct the knowledge that was incorrect yesterday's. So, big peace out. Take care, neighbors. Be safe.